Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, why I deleted social media on the weekends. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Let's go! This is your Daily Revolution. Living prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint.
What up? Good morning. Good to be with you guys today. Welcome back to the podcast. Listen, if this has been a great podcast, right, all the episodes or some of the episodes, do me a huge favor, would you? Go and leave a review for me, share it forward, and let me know. Share it with someone. And let's dive into the topic today. I appreciate you listening. So, over the last month, I've experimented and tried something. And the reason I did this is because typically on Sundays, I do something called the Coach's Corner. It's where I review my previous week. I journal about where I'm at, what I'm going through. I like to just journal about what my thoughts are, my beliefs, what I'm facing, what I'm struggling or being challenged with, what my victories are, and just like really do some introspection, like some self-evaluation. And 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was looking at how I spent my Sundays. And I noticed this thing, right? I noticed that on Sunday, I go to church, spend time with my family, but in reality, I wasn't really spending time with my family. What I was doing was actually looking at my cell phone and looking at social media. And I'm like, what am I doing? Have you ever done that before? Have you ever just sat with your family when you're supposed to be present, like vacation or a Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon? There's nothing going on. And instead of being present with your loved ones, you're staring at your phone. Now, I was looking at my behavior. I was looking at my phone usage. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And I noticed it. I was looking at my screen time usage and I'm like, what, Setema, what are you doing? Like, seriously, have you ever just sat back and started to say, what am I doing with my time? Like, I don't want to be on my deathbed thinking, I'm so glad I looked at the lives of other people and I was glued to my phone on the weekends. I get it, right? During the week, I'm using my phone a lot. Phone calls, text messages, DMs, social media, all kind. I mean, that's part of my job. It's part of what I do for work. And also, right, it's how we communicate and stay in touch. Well, I decided 4 or 5 weeks ago, look, I need to do something different. Because part of transforming your life and changing your trajectory so you can get to a different destination like that you really desire is looking at what you are doing and asking, does this work for me? Is this giving me what I want? So when I say, does it work? What I'm saying is it giving me what I really want versus am I just sedating? You know, look, I got friends who are sober now for 2, 3, 4 years. And alcohol is a huge, just this obstacle. It's getting in the way. For some people, it's food and sugar. For some people, it's, believe it or not, some people sedate with God. And, they take this thing that's really good and they overdo it and all of a sudden it's getting in the way. So I just like, is this working? I said, it's not. So I was like, how do I do this? And I was trying to not look at it, but man, it's just such an addiction to look at my phone. So what I decided to do, and this all came about while I was sitting in church. So I'm like, I'm just going to delete social media on Sunday morning. And then I deleted it on Saturday night. And then I deleted it Saturday afternoon. And basically, from the time that I deleted it until Monday morning when it was like back to the grind, back to work, I decided to just take off ESPN. Again, that's something I look at. Instagram, Facebook, and any other apps that would have me habitually looking at my phone. And let me tell you what happened. My screen time went down dramatically. Right? Drastic reduction in time, which meant I'm actually looking at my kids in their eyes and listening to them, and as well as my beautiful wife. I started to notice things differently. Reading books, just reading more versus scrolling, and enjoying the time with my family. Even on Sundays, right, we go to my business partner home, and a lot of us are there. A lot of our team and friends are there, and we cook it up, barbecue it up, like eat good food. And I noticed most people are on their phones. And what was I doing? just enjoying being with people. Now, the reason this works for Setema is because I got clear on what I didn't want and what I did want. And what I don't want is to waste thousands of hours looking at the lives of other people while my kids grow up in front of me, while my wife was turning into just a roommate. I didn't want that. Even my business partner and my team members, I'm like, I don't want to just be caught up in looking at the lives of other people. Now, listen to me. There's nothing inherently wrong with this. Nothing wrong. You want to do that? That's great for you. But the question I pose to you is what you are doing working for you? Is it really taking you and building you the life that you want? See, most people have what's called a default life. Like they don't ever confront what's really coming their way, the real future, if they don't change. Most people get on a hamster wheel, do the thing, get off the hamster wheel, go to bed. Get up, do the hamster wheel, do their thing, go to bed. You know, it might look like getting up, glued to your phone, go get your Starbucks or whatever drink is your choice, go to work, go through the motions and kind of get by. It's called like comfort abundance or average abundance. It's like life's pretty good. It's not awesome and it's not really bad. So it's easy to get trapped or sucked into this trap. And I'm telling you right now, for Setema, it's made a huge difference. I'm just more present. When I'm in church, I'm actually in church. I'm listening to the talks. I'm not checking the sports scores. I'm not looking at social media. I'm just really present, listening to talks in church, paying attention to the voice, listening to God, doing all that I can to make sure that my life is in alignment with what I believe my purpose is and what I believe God wants me to do. Again, please hear this the right way. I'm not telling you to delete social media off your phone, not at all. What I am asking you to do is ask the question, what is the one thing that if I did, what is the one thing that if I deleted out of my life, or what is the one thing that if I added to my life could make a real drastic positive change for the betterment of my future and the betterment of my children and my spouse? Sit back and ask that question. Because I can tell you right now, I deleted one thing off my phone and man, a bunch of other things happened. For some of you, the addition might be drinking more water. I carry a half gallon of water and I drink that at least 2 of those a day, if not more. Adding reading scriptures into my life changed my entire world, right? It's the whole concept of by small and simple things, great things are brought to pass. Big doors swing on small hinges. So one of the hinges was to delete social media for the weekend. And it's amazing. It's amazing what's happened. So I invite you to take a look at your life. Take a real good look at your life. And just ask yourself, what's the one thing that if I delete it out of my life, even just for a day or for a couple days, would make a difference for me? And or maybe for some of you, you need to add something into your life. I challenge you to go do that. I challenge you to be real and honest. Because I can tell you right now, I'm not trying to be glued to my phone on the weekends. I'm trying not to be glued to my phone during the week. Like I'm driving right now shooting a podcast. Phone is up on the thing, whatever, the phone holder. And I wanted to share this podcast because it's fresh out of my mind. I'm now, 4 or 5 weeks now. I'm not sure the number, but it's been a big difference for me. And I'm really looking forward to, I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to delete it on Saturday and just be fully present Saturday and Sunday. Now that time's coming, but a little bit at a time, right? All right, my friends, there's a principle here. Physical world, health, fitness. What's the one thing you could delete and or add to make a difference? Spiritually, what's the one spiritual thing you could add into your life that would make a huge difference? Is it meditation? Is it just praying? Maybe it's cutting certain things out of your life, or maybe it's finding a place to go to church or worship. Maybe leading your family in prayer. Relationally, what's the one thing you could do to bond more with your spouse and or your children? Is it a date night? Right now, I'm averaging 2 date nights a week, and it's obviously a date morning and then a date night. So my wife and I, we have breakfast in the morning once a week. and we go have a dinner together or a movie or something together. And then, of course, business-wise, you're either moving forward in business or you're not. So you've got to ask yourself some real questions here. Am I willing to do one thing to move my business forward, or am I willing to take one thing out of my life that would help me to move forward in business? All right, my friends, if this has been helpful, pass it on, share it with someone. And I challenge you to go do something about it. Don't just listen to the podcast. Oh, that's cute. That's nice. Go freaking do something. Go do something. Right? Let there be a revolution, or as the scriptures say, a mighty change in your heart, so that you can build the life that you want for you, your spouse, your children, your future, your legacy. Have a great day, my friends. I'm out.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. We all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.